So at the start of 2020, how many weddings were you planning to attend?
Oh gosh, maybe 7 or 8. It
Wow,
was quite a big wedding year. Yeah.
a big wedding, yeah. All of these weddings, when lockdown began, what happened to them?
Well, the first one happened really before lockdown. So I had a really good friend who was supposed to get married, and they decided that instead of waiting to find out what would happen in lockdown, they would bring it forward. So we got a text to say that they'd got married already. And yeah, so that was the first one. The next couple, I think one was delayed. And so I was due to have one a couple of weeks after. That was delayed until August. I think a couple more were delayed in the middle, and then a few that were a bit later on in the year were sort of holding their dates, but saying, let's hang on and wait and see. So it was a lot of uncertainty and, yeah, changed plans for a lot of people, I think.
So those that were supposed to be earlier on in the year, were they at first delayed to later in the year, or were they just straight away delayed to 2021?
No, a lot of them were delayed to later in the year, probably influenced by the fact that lots of them were Christians, and I think they wanted to get married rather than wait. So one of them was delayed from April to August. I think there was the hope that maybe it would be all right. I think another one was delayed from about May until October, November time. So people were still hoping that maybe it would be gone.
Have any of these weddings gone ahead then in the past few months?
Yeah, so well, I guess so. I have been to one. We went to one just on the weekend, I think, before lockdown started, and that was weird and had hand gel and everything. And then some of the delayed ones, um, one of them, so there was one in August that went ahead and was online. I had a couple in October that also went ahead and were streamed online.
When these weddings went ahead, do you know kind of who attended them? Was it family? Was it only family?
Was that in person?
Yeah.
A mixture. So one of the ones I think was maybe parents and siblings, and then the bridal party, or like the bridesmaids and I think the groom of a select few.
So you said that you were watching them online. Was this kind of as a Zoom call, or was it live streamed onto Facebook? What method was that used?
So I've actually done both. I've had Zoom weddings and I've had YouTube weddings. So it's been an interesting mix to see how both of them have worked well.
Did you choose to dress up for them, for the ones that were online?
Some of them I did. So one of them actually was in August, and I went round to a friend's and we sat in their garden and drank prosecco and watched it online together, which was really nice.
Nice.
Another one, I think I dressed up, and then one of them again, I actually watched whilst I was at work on my lunch break.
Did it feel weird to be dressed up in your like living room watching a wedding?
Yeah, a little bit, I think. And then the anticlimax afterwards, when you then are like, okay, well, now I'm dressed up and I have nowhere to go.
Those ones which you were not with friends, how did that feel kind of watching it through a screen? Do you feel less um, kind of connected with the couple? Did you feel a loss that you weren't able to be there?
Yeah, some of them I felt really sad. One of them, I think the first one I went to was really weird, because it was the first one I'd done online, and it felt very strange and very sad, and that we couldn't be there.
So do you feel as though you've still been able to share in the couple celebration?
There's some of them, other ones where perhaps we would have travelled for the wedding, definitely feels distant, like I haven't really celebrated with them, which is sad.
Mm, yeah. Do kind of the couples of the weddings that you've attended have plans for celebrating with people like next year?
Yeah, I've had so many people be like, oh, we've got, 2021 plans. I think 2021 might be busier than 2020. um, yeah, lots of people rearranging receptions in particular, not necessarily the wedding ceremony itself, or using maybe their first anniversary as a reason to have a bigger celebration.